You know those days that are really irritable? There's days that almost everything feels like a catastrophe, where you can't find the right socks, your underwear crawls up your butt. There's all those little things, okay? Well, I was having one of those days, and I was doing laundry, and somebody threw me down their dirty zip-up fleece, right? So I quick ran, caught it right when it was starting to wash, threw it into the wash cycle, right? Okay, that's great. Oh, okay, I'm working it. Yay, that was a good thing.
It's laundry victory.
Yay! Open it up to put the wash into the dryer, and it shredded Kleenex. Everything. There must have been 12 in there. And it is, and I am just, by that time, the swear words, inappropriate for anywhere. Well,
it gets in the little holes.
And then and then I thought, so I fluffed it all up, and it got on I have these throw rugs in front of the washer dryer, and oh God. And then I'm thinking, oh, for God's sake, it's just Kleenex. Would you just relax?
But it snowballs.
It did. And then I put it in the dryer, and because you can't get everything out, and then the dryer's full, and the lint trap's full, and then all the other pieces stay in there. You can't get everything out.
You have to individually pick. Just a quick suggestion, hand vac.
Oh, now you tell me.
You didn't call. I would have had your back. And as you know, this happens in my house on occasion, and I'm usually the guilty one, so I have nobody to rant at. But here's what my husband does, and this is actually, this is the laundry fairy. He leaves money in his pants all the time.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
That's good.
Yeah, you put that up. All money, laundry person gets it all.
Yeah. Well, you know what he does if he's the launderer? This is one of the very cute things my husband does.
Oh.
He puts it in the drawer where the bounce sheets are. So I find it and I just clean it out. Isn't that cute?
That's so sweet.
I know. I think that's pretty funny. Just a quick note. If anybody's been paying attention to the Obama administration, there's been a lot going on. Not the least of which.
If anybody's been paying attention. Sorry, go on.
The sparring between the former administration, specifically Cheney, and regarding torture, just all of that different things. But some of the things that I think that have gone by the wayside, in lieu of the garden, how Michelle dresses, and all the other different things, the fact that we gave an iPod to the Queen of England, things like that, his cabinet posts. And the person is going to be heading up the Centers for Disease Control.
Yeah.
This name may or may not be ring a bell for anyone, but Dr. Thomas Frieden. This is the guy who got smoking banned in workplaces in New York and bars, and then trans fat eliminated. And he's now going national, okay? And this cracked me up. New York Magazine's website had this headline up. It said, Health Commissioner Thomas Frieden to take fun-hating national. That's their whole thing. This guy's on a tear to combat the unhealthy living. And I mean, the cigarette taxes that he helped push through in New York, it costs about $9 a pack in New York to smoke, which I keep saying, they're never gonna, I think if smoking's that bad, fine, make it illegal. Well, they're not, because it's so dang lucrative. But they did get a decrease in smokers in New York City of 350,000. It's pretty big. Yeah. So anyway, so he's got that going, and he's headed up to Washington, D.C. to work on this on a national level. And it's gonna beg that question again. Is it the government's job to make us, or are we supposed to make these decisions for ourselves? I mean, I've been doing a lot of research for a particular client that I work for that works in the healthcare realm. And the statistics on the most expensive conditions, which happen to be chronic, which happen to be traced back to things that are lifestyle related and very preventable. It's getting intense, and if we don't do something ourselves, it's getting to the point where something I think is going to be done for us. Yeah. It's a little scary.
That I don't like. I'd rather take control and try to lead by example.
You do.
I know.
You already do.
Yeah, and I mean, I smoked for almost 20 years. And I have to tell you, the cigarette tax, I don't care. If you want to smoke and you're gonna pay that,
Yeah.
tax the hell out of it. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for you. I don't.
Right. Well, and the people that have these diseases that are related to lifestyle choices, which may render one obese or somebody is a smoker, whatever, the percentage of the healthcare usage that they consume and the dollars that they cost is so disproportionate to people that do engage in healthy living. And I predict, and frankly, on behalf of my client, I may even start this just to help them get some business. I predict a class warfare coming between the healthy and the unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's going to become, and it's going to be real interesting to watch, but this guy, this Frieden, you can bet is going to be leading the charge on that. So that's just another quick note that's been in the news that caught my eye, and I thought, ooh, this is going to become...
This will be interesting.
It is, and it has to be dealt with, but I just wish personal choice, can remain as intact as absolutely possible.
Yeah.
And going back to some goofiness, we'll wrap up today's version of the gigstunk.com, or Live at the Loft is actually the show, with the story I've been holding for you for a little while, because we've just had some really crazy times, which is why we haven't been online as much as we would like to be. I am a shoe freak, it's no secret. No secret.
No.
And I really got a dose, I should say, of how much retail is hurting in the economy right now through a shoe experience. And there's two separate issues here. One, I became a member of 9west.com. Everybody knows those shoes, prolific, pretty standard mid-range, shoes, fashionable, fun. Well, they're online. They give some great online sales. I mean, free shipping. And a couple months ago, I got about 6 or 7 pairs. I mean, they were cheap. And as a result, I get their email notifications, and that's all great. Okay. Side note to anybody who does any sort of email communication with clients and all that, twice a day, I don't need to ever hear from anybody that I buy things from more than once a day. Frankly, I don't even need to hear from you every day. So I
get irritated by that too.
Yeah, and I'm teetering at that point of, am I going to make them take me off their list? But I do like knowing about the specials. So they've got it. There's a fine line that you walk with the marketing. Well, I bought one pair of shoes, and I got it, and oddly enough, it didn't fit me right. It was the size I always buy from them, but it didn't fit me. So I called one of the brick and mortar stores at the Mall of America, and I said, can I please return these in person and exchange them for something else? Sure. So I went in, and I could tell by the price of this pair of shoes and the sale that they were having that I was going to end up with more than one pair. Not only was I was looking at 2 pair, but if you buy 2, you get a third. Oh God. It might have been free or half off. I walked out of there for 1 pair of shoes. Yeah. I walked out with 4, and I spent $20 more.
Wow, that's like really great ROI.
I'm going to stop using corporate speak with you when we're not taping, because it finds its way in here. No, but I mean, and he kept adding up. He said, well, you haven't used up your credit yet.
Did you do your happy dance?
I did more than a happy dance. And may I please note, the guy who helped me was one of those retail characters that, and it was slow, so I had him all to myself. Yeah. That if you could possibly ever encounter, he was about a 6'5" black man wearing very tight acid wash jeans that I swear were time capsuled from 1986. And he had on a rhinestone belt, silver-tipped cowboy boots, and I can't even remember the rest because I was blinded by the rest of it. But he was hysterically funny, and I asked him. I went in and I said, I want to try these, and these, and he just kept bringing different things out and opening them. He had nothing else to do, but he also could probably spot an easy mark.
Oh yeah.
But really, he only got $20 extra out of me because they,
everybody had fun.
Oh, we both had it.
I'm sure.
Buy 1, get 18 free. So I'm telling you right now, shopping in the retail sector, I mean, the deals are absolutely out there. So now I came home with these boxes.
Now, what does your husband say?
Do you really think I go, look what I got? You hide the evidence.
I know.
You shoehorn them into where they're stored, and when you wear them, he goes, oh, are those new? Had them for months.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
And then he watches this, so I just busted myself. Live at the Loft, I'm Kelly Guest. Thanks for being here.
I'm Terry Knight. Thanks.